The path to a life filled with joy and ease starts with a shift in perspective. It's about letting go of the idea that a perfect life is something that only exists in fairy tales or on social media. Instead, it's about accepting the reality that a truly fulfilling life is one that is lived authentically, with an open heart and a willingness to learn and grow. Let's take a moment to reconsider what we mean by perfect. The images that often come to mind, airbrushed models, flawless homes, envy-inducing vacations, they're just illusions. They're not real life, and they certainly don't represent true happiness. In fact, these unrealistic ideals often lead us further away from the joy we seek. True perfection isn't about achieving a state of flawlessness. It's about recognizing the beauty and potential in every moment, even the messy ones. It's about appreciating the ups and downs, the triumphs and setbacks as integral parts of our unique journey. This perspective allows us to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. It allows us to see the good in ourselves and in the world around us, even when things aren't going exactly as planned. Think of it this way: a perfect circle may be aesthetically pleasing, but it's static, unchanging. It doesn't evolve or grow. Life, on the other hand, is dynamic. It's a constant dance of change and growth. It's about learning, evolving, and becoming the best version of ourselves, one step at a time. By letting go of the idea that perfection is about flawlessness, we open ourselves up to a whole new world of possibilities. We free ourselves from the pressure to be something we're not, and instead we can focus on being present in the moment, appreciating the good, and learning from the challenges. This is where true joy and fulfillment reside. Imagine a life where you're not constantly chasing an elusive ideal, a life where you can appreciate the beauty of a simple sunset, the joy of a shared laugh, the satisfaction of a job well done, a life where you're not afraid to make mistakes because you know there are opportunities for growth. This is the power of redefining perfection. It's about shifting our focus from what's wrong to what's right. It's about finding the good in every situation and being grateful for the lessons learned along the way. It's about recognizing that we are already whole and complete, even with our imperfections. When we adopt this mindset, we open ourselves up to a life filled with joy, gratitude, and endless possibilities. We realize that perfection isn't about having it all figured out. It's about accepting the journey with all its twists and turns and finding the beauty in every step. Keep in mind that the pursuit of a perfect life doesn't have to be a stressful or unattainable goal. It's simply a matter of choosing to see the world through a different lens, a lens of optimism, gratitude, and self-acceptance. By doing so, you'll discover that the perfect life you've been searching for has been within you all along. It's time to let go of the idea that perfection is about flawlessness. It's time to accept the messy, imperfect, beautiful journey that is life. It's time to redefine perfection and live a life that is truly fulfilling. Optimism isn't just a feel-good concept, it's a powerful force backed by science. Studies have shown that optimistic individuals tend to experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. They're more resilient in the face of challenges and setbacks, bouncing back with renewed determination. Optimism also plays a significant role in physical health. It's been linked to stronger immune systems, lower blood pressure, and even increased longevity. Why is optimism so beneficial? It's because our thoughts and beliefs have a direct impact on our bodies and minds. When we choose to focus on the positive, we create a cascade of physiological responses that promote well-being. Our bodies release endorphins, natural mood boosters that help us feel happier and more relaxed. We're also more likely to engage in healthy behaviors like exercise and eating well when we're feeling optimistic. In essence, optimism is a self-fulfilling prophecy. When we believe that good things are possible, we're more likely to take actions that lead to positive outcomes. And it's important to distinguish between genuine optimism and what's known as toxic positivity. Toxic positivity is the practice of denying or dismissing negative emotions in favor of a forced, cheerful outlook. It's the good vibes only mentality that can be harmful because it invalidates real struggles and prevents us from processing difficult emotions. Genuine optimism, on the other hand, acknowledges the full spectrum of human experience. It doesn't shy away from pain, sadness, or anger. Instead, it allows us to feel those emotions fully while still holding on to the belief that things will get better. It's about finding the silver lining even in the darkest clouds. It's about trusting that we have the strength and resilience to overcome challenges. So how do we cultivate this life-changing optimism? It's simpler than you might think. Start by incorporating small daily practices into your routine. One powerful tool is gratitude journaling. Each day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you're grateful for. These can be big or small, from a delicious meal to a supportive friend. This practice helps shift your focus to the positive aspects of your life. Another effective technique is mindfulness. Take a few minutes each day to simply be present in the moment. Focus on your breath, your senses, the world around you. This helps quiet the mind chatter and allows you to appreciate the beauty in everyday life. Positive affirmations are another valuable tool. These are simple statements that affirm your worth and potential. Repeat them to yourself regularly, and over time, they'll start to sink in and shape your beliefs. The benefits of optimism extend far beyond your own well-being. When you're optimistic, you radiate positivity, which naturally attracts others to you. Your relationships become stronger and your interactions more meaningful. Your positive energy uplifts those around you, creating a ripple effect that spreads joy and goodwill. Imagine a world where everyone practiced optimism. It would be a world filled with compassion, understanding, and support. Conflicts would be resolved more peacefully, collaborations would be more fruitful, and surroundings would thrive. Your optimism has the power to create a better world, one smile at a time. Let's be real, life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable. There will be times when things don't go according to plan, when disappointments arise, when unexpected hurdles appear in your path. But keep in mind that these obstacles are not roadblocks, they're simply detours. When faced with difficulties, it's easy to slip into negativity and lose sight of the bigger picture. However, with a little effort, you can maintain your optimism even in the face of adversity. One way to do this is to reframe your perspective. Instead of viewing challenges as failures, see them as opportunities for growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I use this experience to become stronger and wiser? Another helpful strategy is to focus on what you can control. When things feel overwhelming, break the problem down into smaller, more manageable steps and take action, even if it's just a small step forward. This will give you a sense of control and empower you to move forward. Recall that setbacks are temporary. They don't define you or your future. With a positive attitude and a willingness to learn, you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. The pursuit of a perfect life is often fueled by the fear of making mistakes. However, mistakes are not something to be ashamed of. They're a natural part of the human experience. They're often our greatest teachers. It's through our mistakes that we learn, grow, and evolve. Instead of striving for perfection, strive for progress. Focus on learning from your mistakes and using them as stepping stones to move forward. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself for your missteps and recall that you're always doing the best you can with the resources you have at hand. By accepting your imperfections and accepting the learning process, you free yourself from the pressure to be perfect. You allow yourself to be human, to make mistakes, to learn and to grow. And in doing so, you discover the true meaning of a perfect life, a life lived with authenticity, compassion, and a deep appreciation for the journey. This path we're exploring, this path toward a life filled with joy and ease, isn't about reaching a final destination. It's not a race to be won or a checklist to be completed. Instead, it's a continuous journey, a lifelong practice of choosing optimism, of seeing the good, of learning and growing. Think of it as a dance, a graceful movement between moments of joy and moments of challenge. There will be times when you feel light and carefree, and times when you feel heavy and burdened. The key is to keep moving, to keep learning, to keep choosing optimism, even when it feels difficult. This journey is unique to each of us. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. It's about finding the tools and practices that resonate with you and incorporating them into your daily life. It's about experimenting, discovering, and ultimately creating a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. So as you move forward on this path, recall that it's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about choosing to see the good even when faced with challenges. It's about learning from your mistakes and using them as stepping stones to move forward. It's about living a life that is rich with joy, gratitude, and endless possibilities. Keep your heart open, your mind curious, and your spirit adventurous. The journey to effortless living awaits. This is your invitation to step onto a new path, a path that leads not to an elusive, unattainable perfection, but to a life filled with genuine joy, ease, and fulfillment. It's a path paved with optimism, gratitude, and the willingness to learn and grow. It's a path that welcomes mistakes as opportunities and celebrates progress over perfection. So take a deep breath and step forward. This journey is yours for the taking. If this video of optimism resonated with you, we invite you to show your support by giving this video a thumbs up. And if you're ready to continue on this path of growth and discovery, consider subscribing to the channel for more inspiring content.